For my Competency 1 video assignment in organizational leadership, I'll be covering organizational behavior. I'll explain how it can be described, why it is critical for organizations, and how leaders and teams benefit from understanding it. I'll also share some of the modern challenges and opportunities leaders experience today. What is the best way to describe organizational behavior? In my view, organizational behavior entitles both the human behavior and the organization's policies and structures influencing the human behavior. The organizational behavior in the context of human behavior refers to the behavior, attitude, and overall decisions by employees, managers from a certain organization. These behaviors may be portrayed through decision making, hierarchical interactions, attitude at the workplace, dress code, language and communication, and adherence to the laws and policies set out by the organization. For example, an organization that values great organizational behavior will have its employees getting to work on time, responding to clients with care, and dressing appropriately. On the other hand, an organization with eroded organizational behavior may have its employees acting rudely, a toxic work environment, and gross misconduct and unprofessionalism by the workers. The second concept that helps define organizational behavior is policies and organizational structures. Some organizations may have policies that guide the behavior of the employees. The structures and policies may include zero tolerance policy to workplace misconduct of a required dress code for certain positions within the organization. If we consider the military institutions, the organizational behavior is evident in the structures and policies as they are set to guide and demand certain behaviors and employees and stakeholders in these organizations. So, the relationship between effective leadership and organizational behavior is that an effective leader is required to promote good organizational behavior. An effective leader develops policies and rules within the organization that fosters good organizational behavior. A corrupt leader may be unable to fight corruption in the organization, whereas a moral, upright, and ethical leader would easily influence the behavior that makes the work environment a corruption-free zone. Additionally, leaders are the carriers and implementers of the organizational culture, amending the organizational behavior to be part of the organizational culture. Requires an effective leader to promote and the behavior throughout the organization. Good and moral behavior from the leadership levels down to the individual employees. Why is organizational behavior essential for organizations to thrive? Organizational behavior is essential for organizations to thrive because it helps to create a good rapport with the stakeholders and, more importantly, the customers. If the organizational behavior is anchored to promoting customer satisfaction, it acts as a glue that attracts and keeps the customers. If we think about Starbucks, they have mastered the art of improving customers' experience. Either drive-through and in-house customers, the way they handle their customers is typical to Starbucks, regardless of the branch you visit. That is another beauty of having standardized organizational behavior, as it promotes uniformity across the branches and markets where the organization is operational. It should not matter whether you are visiting a Starbucks outlet in the edges of Alaska or along the US-Mexico border, because the experience should be the same. Why is it necessary for the leaders and teams to understand organizational behavior? Understanding organizational behavior is critical for leaders and their teams because, one, it enhances effective leadership and decision making. Organization behavior provides insight into how individuals and groups think, act, and interact within a workplace. By understanding factors like motivation, communication styles, and group dynamics, leaders can tailor their approaches to inspire and guide their teams more effectively. For example, knowing what motivates employees allows leaders to make informed decisions about initiatives, tasks, assignments, and conflict resolution. Number two, it improves team collaboration and performance organizational behavior. Helps leaders understand the social and psychological factors that influence teamwork, such as group cohesion, diversity, and conflict management. By applying this knowledge, leaders can create environments that encourage collaboration and reduce misunderstandings. For instance, understanding how personality differences affect teams dynamics enables leaders to assign roles that maximize strengths, leading to higher productivity and innovation. Are there challenges and opportunities that leaders in the modern workplace face? One challenge for leaders in the modern workplace is managing remote and hybrid workforces. Leaders face the challenge of effectively managing remote and hybrid teams, which requires balancing flexibility with accountability. The shift to remote work has disrupted traditional communication and collaboration, often leading to issues like disengagement, miscommunication, or difficulty maintaining team cohesion. Leaders must navigate diverse work preferences, ensure equitable access to resources, and foster a sense of belonging across dispersed teams, all while maintaining productivity and alignment with organizational goals. One opportunity for leaders in modern workplaces is leveraging technology for enhanced collaboration. Advancements in digital and AI tools present leaders with opportunities to streamline communication, automate tasks, and enhance team collaboration. By embracing these technologies, leaders can foster innovation, improve decision making, and create more inclusive workplace.